All right, who here is familiar with what's been going on with Donald Trump?
Bart, talk about it, dude.
Go ahead, Bart.
Mar-a-Lago estate.
Talk about the prison.
Yeah, Bart's had the latest. Bart's been to Mar-a-Lago.
I have, yeah.
Where's Mar-a-Lago?
It's next to Hawaiian Gardens.
Whenever I heard Mar-a-Lago, I thought it was like in Spain or some shit.
No, it's in Florida.
Keys, right?
Yeah.
Mar-a-Lago.
Over there.
Is everybody kind of familiar with what happened?
I just know like they raided his house to find like sensitive docs.
Dude,
or
he
something.
stole the Bill of Rights, man. Donald Trump stole the Declaration of Independence.
Stole the national treasure.
People are looking for it at his house.
He's at the White House. He goes, I like this. This is very American. Can we bring this here?
He's showing all his buddies at Mar-a-Lago, like, you guys want to see some cool shit? Declaration of Independence,
Passcode.
It's in his bathrobe. Check it out.
You guys want to smoke it? Yeah, what was the whole thing about? Was it like, did it have anything to do with the January 6th insurrection thing? And like, yeah.
It hasn't specifically said anything about that. Plus, at the end of the day, these are classified documents, so I don't think any of us will ever be privy to truly know what they are. However, it's been said that basically when he was switching over from,
Not being president?
not being president, yeah. They just fucking took a bunch of classified documents and stuff and moved it over to his estate in Mar-a-Lago, and that's just like, no, you're not supposed to do that. There's up to apparently anywhere from 300 to 700 different pages or files of classified information.
So when you take a document that's like sensitive like that, are you taking the actual one-of-one paper, or are you just like copying the file now you?
Are they still using paper?
I don't know if it's so much. Again, this is an assumption. I doubt it's like a one-of-one element, but I think the idea that there's even classified and or sensitive information no longer with the commander-in-chief, even if they were former, you know what I mean? It's more like probably a due process and rights thing to be like, all right, this needs to be kept in this facility for the person who's supposed to be working with this.
But now we have to ask, what kind of documents did he take?
And
Like, what would he have taken?
To me, it's like I have
Aliens?
a hard time understanding. Like, I don't imagine Trump holding a file cabinet to his house, bringing it there, right? Like, I'm gonna fucking look at these files later. Like, it's probably one of his staff members bringing it there for whatever reason. Does he even have knowledge of it? Did he call the shots on it? Because then he used to go,
Or is it dirt?
That's also what I heard, that it's like a Biden smear. It could be a Biden smear campaign.
like, get out of jail free cards. Like, hey, I'm gonna use this to be president again.
Leverage.
Oh no! One of the things I also read was Biden is just trying to destroy his name as much as possible before 2024 comes around.
It's a future play.
Yeah.
Do you
So I
think
don't know. I
Biden's
don't
gonna
even
make it
know.
to 2024 though?
I don't
No,
know.
but seriously, like that's a real question
Life-wise or
though.
election-wise?
No, like life-wise.
You're talking about our president, bro.
Bro, but it's like he's unwell. Yo. You don't think he's unwell?
I have the beholder. Jeez.
On top of him having one of the most stressful jobs in the world, like, remember the pictures of Obama before he went
Oh,
president
yeah.
and afterwards?
I mean, he looked pretty good now.
Yeah,
he
but
just didn't
now he's
hide
paddleboarding though and shit.
Yeah.
Like he's living.
But
It's a
Obama
stressful-
aged.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, he
Think
looked like
about Joe
aged 20
Biden in
years.
his state. Like he's a very old man, and I get worried about him. Like as like.
But Obama worked so hard capturing Bin Laden. You know what I mean?
His own bare hands.
using drones and drone strikes, dude.
So basically, the August 8th search was undertaken to look for official records and material from Trump's presidency that the National Archives and Department of Justice believe was improperly taken from the White House when the former president left office. Now, FBI raided Mar-a-Lago and all that stuff and pulled out a bunch of stuff. However, today, Trump is now suing the U.S. government over the FBI search of Mar-a-Lago, as the ex-president seeks to prevent the Bureau from reading the seized documents until court officials weigh in. So people are conspiring or believing that the suit is more so a procedural thing to delay the actual ability for FBI. Exactly. So he's filed the suit against the U.S. government. Sources are pretty much saying that the suit argues that the court should appoint a special master, usually a retired lawyer or judge, because the FBI potentially seized privileged materials in its search, and the Department of Justice should not itself decide what it can use in its investigation. The suit filed in a Florida district court also, quote, requires the government to provide a more detailed receipt for property and requires the government to return any item seized that was not within the scope of the search warrant.
That's reasonable because it's like, what if they took the classified thing that Trump had, maybe Epstein's list or whatever, just saying, you know? And then they're like, well, we could forget about Epstein's list, but the other shit.
So you mean the suit isn't working in the FBI's favor?
Yeah.
A judge gives Trump until Friday to better explain why he wants a special master for the Mar-a-Lago documents. So basically, I think now it's just kind of like a diplomatic and judicial kind of dick measuring speed game right now on who's going to be able to be in a position of power before something is given up. Some sort of information is revealed either in a public court or what.
There's like something so boring about hearing shit like this go down, and then you just don't get to know any of the real meat.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I
the
hate
fuck's
that shit.
going on.
Yeah,
I
it's
wish
like-
I knew.
It's just like the Epstein shit. It's like, hey, all this stuff happened, but you can't know any of the details. Just, it happened.
And we don't know who was
Yeah.
on the flight list. We don't know any of that shit.
You're just like, this guy is the worst guy in the
Right.
world. And you're like,
Whatever.
what did he do? I can't tell you. I can't tell you, man.
Can't talk about it.
You're like, what the fuck, dude?
I bet you it's not even a big deal. Kind of like, you know, at work you have to like do things. You have to like turn in your uniform and like give your book back. He probably just forgot to turn in some paperwork. And,
It's like when you steal the stapler.
yeah, it's like, oh,
Dumb shit.
boom, they're freaking raiding his house because like you didn't do this properly. And then what is it? It's like these are you know, like day off request forms.
Right. Like, who knows if the classified info is really cool?
Or it could
It's really
disappear.
boring.
It'd be shit.
You know, conveniently disappear.
Or conveniently distracting us from something else, but I really don't know.
Like aliens.
Like aliens. That's the
Break
one.
dancing aliens. Windmilling turf.
I can't believe I didn't notice that. You didn't see that? It's fucking alien.
Yeah,
Break
Area
dancing.
52.
Yeah.
They're the real true rulers of America.
Just America?
No, breakdancing aliens.
Just B-boy aliens come down, they're like, we only want to rule this country. We will leave even Canada and Mexico alone.
Alone.
By the way, pay attention to the list.
That's aliens.
Show us the list, son of a bitch.
That'll never happen. Show us the classified files.
Building. We said the wrong words.
There was this ex-CIA agent that was on Lex Friedman's podcast, and he was talking about it. And Lex Friedman's like, so what do you think about Jeffrey Epstein? Like, why do you think they're not going to talk about the list, things like that? And he goes, it's probably 100% that Jeffrey Epstein was like a plant by the CIA or like the Mossad. He's like, without a doubt, everything that he's been doing is like, because apparently the FBI they kind of operate in the fucking gray. The FBI and the CIA they get to like do illegal shit all the time and then be like, what are you talking about? We
For
didn't
the
do
greater
anything.
good.
Yeah, exactly. So I think a lot of the times they probably just covered up their ass and was like, all right, this guy was our guy, let's fucking kill him, and then that's that, and we're not going to talk about it ever again. So we're probably never ever going to hear about the list
Unless fucking Jason Bourne comes out of hiding.
unless Donald Trump releases those files. If that's what
What
it
if
is.
Donald Trump's Jason Bourne?
That'll be so very best.
He's the savior.
Dude, that would be some weird fucking
That
shit.
would be so funny.
And he vlogged the whole thing. We didn't even know.
I told you.
We have the list. It's the best list.
It's the best list. Everyone's on here. Everyone's on the list. Not me. I have a picture with them. I said, after that, I found out. I said, he's a scumbag. No way.
The American people must know.
I can't tell you who's on the list, but I could tell you in the cold outside I could run for 2 minutes straight.
Was he trying to like jab at Biden's like bike fall when he was saying, or
No, I'm literally just quoting Jason Bourne from the Bourne Identity.
There's 4 exits in this building.
4 exits in this building.
47 steps to the door.
I know how to steal a car.
Trump's accent's pretty easy, dude.
I've never tried it before.
But I just first time I tried it.
Once I saw this hillbilly do it, I was like, if he could do it.
He's in overalls, man.
Cheeto fingers, by the way, with Cheeto fingers.
Spicy Cheeto fingers. Okay.
Okay, you got to do the okay sign. He's always okay about the world, okay? And then you just say, you just make a statement in 2-3 words.
And then just yawn when
You just
you
repeat it a bunch.
Yeah, repeat like, very great. Very, very great. Find people. Find people.
Trump impersonation breakdown. Like how to sound like Trump.
I think we just did it right now, dude.
Just down.
We just got it.